So
Good on you,
or
bro.
white. Yeah, and also because of all this, clown world, like you said that you had a couple of stories that you wanted to, share some
Yeah,
headlines that you had read.
I was
I hadn't, I hadn't heard any
okay.
of this, so feel
I
free
yeah
to.
yeah. I got a message from one of my friends. Hopefully I can open the window again now. This cat's quite harrowing, really. I got a message from one of my friends the other day saying, "Oh, Chick-fil-A are opening their first restaurant in the UK," and I was like, "Oh, Chick-fil-A, wow, that's great." This was about a week ago, and I just saw on Breitbart today, Britain's first Chick-fil-A to be shut down after LGBTQ lobbying. It lasted a week. They had a 6-month trial lease, and the Fag Squad have shut them down because it's offensive. Because it's a Christian led company. It's quite a long article, but essentially it says Christian led American family restaurant chain Chick-fil-A will lose its first community. Um, that's how much power these esoteric, just because of the way you're born and who you want to fuck, you now have power over a huge commercial decision that should have nothing to do with you, right? Should have nothing to do with you. So people are going to lose their jobs. Chick-fil-A have lost a shit ton of money just because some gays don't like it. So yeah, I
The,
thought that was pretty clown worldy.
there, unfortunately, I mean, I know you've been over here to the states, so you've had In-N-Out burger, but
Yeah.
you guys are also you're missing out because of these faggots. So
Yeah, I never went to Chick-fil-A, I don't think, when I was living in the States. Because I was in California, like In-N-Out was the place to go. Denny's and Wendy's and stuff like that, we wouldn't get those over here. I don't think the 24-hour diner business model would work over here, but I don't know. But I was like, oh, okay, good for Chick-fil-A. They've seen a market in Britain, they've gone for it, and it would have been fine. But these lobbyists uh, have so much power just because of who they want to fuck. And it's like, okay, well, why don't you shut down every church in the country? I mean, it sounds ridiculous, but that's probably next. Well, if your contention as a gay person or as an LGBTQ activist, whatever the fuck that even means, if your contention is that you don't like this business because they're Christian ran or their owners are conservative, then why don't you shut down every church? In fact, why don't you shut down every mosque? Because they're the ones that hate you the most. But you won't do that, will you? Because that would rock the boat way too much. And this is a problem, the sheer hypocrisy of these lobbyists. They'll shut down Chick-fil-A, but they won't actually shut down a mosque that actually wants to kill them.
yeah, well, and that's the other problem too that we're getting to is all these groups are kind of vying for the top spot in the oppression Olympics, as
Hmm.
Dave Rubin calls it. But eventually, all these groups are going to start infighting with each other, and
Well, they
that
already are, because you can't tear down a hierarchy, if there was one to begin with, and make your own and not have someone at the top. So who is it? Is it the gays? Well, it can't be the white gays. Is it the black gays? Well, they're not. Then there's not too many of those guys, and the black community don't like gays, but we love the black community, so we can't talk about their infighting with their own gays. But mate, what about trans? Well, is it trans women or trans men that have the upper hand? Who do we hire first? And you've taken a problem that didn't really exist, because let's be honest, meritocracy is the best way forward. Um, you've taken a system that was as fair as we could make it, and you've made it so abhorrently unfair, not just to the people you're trying to fight against, but to the people you purport to help. That's what they don't understand. And give it a few years, and this whole thing will start to fall down. Big league, folks.
yeah.